Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a new FM9 tutorial for you. These are John Mayer stereo dual amps for some John Mayer type of tones. Before we get started with that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that little like button, and let me know in the comment section if there are any other tones you would like to see coming from the FM9 world. Just to let you know, I do not have my FM3 anymore. I got rid of it. But what I can do is if you want a FM3 specific preset, I can try my best to condense certain presets and maybe decrease the quality of reverb, cab, all that good stuff to make it fit into a FM3 format. So today we're gonna use the Michael SX Custom with Lawler Blondes in them, stay on the neck position and the neck middle, just to get those John Mayer tones. Really liking the FM9 and being able to blend two different amps and cabs, but we're just going to stick with 2 amps, 1 cab block today. So let's go ahead and dive into FM9 edit today. All right, so here we are. Here's the signal chain. We're gonna just focus mainly on the amps cab. Maybe we will look at the filter block too, but I've already done a video about that, so I just kind of copied and pasted this in here. It's kind of a Sob Rock inspired type of preset, so let's go ahead and look at the amps first, and we'll do some playing as well. Let's turn this guy off. So amp, it's the 2 Rock. Gotta have that for a John Mayer tone. Here are the settings. Something really important that I did for this preset, you gotta make sure to turn the balance to the left and right for each amp. So here are all the settings. Don't think I added a little bit of gain enhancer just to kind of beef it up a little bit. But other than that, this is how it is. I like to have a little bit more input trim. I feel like it gives a little bit more brightness to my sound, especially for single coils. I don't know. Just kind of what works for me. Don't forget to hit the mute for bypass, so then when you start dialing in the different amps, it's not going to overload the signal. You're just going to hear each individual amp. And then we have the band commander, the Fender Bandmaster. Like I said, it's kind of a Sob Rock inspired preset. John was using his 2 Rock signature, the steel string singer, and the Bandmaster all together to create one big sound. I just wanted to do some panning, hard right, hard left, just to get a little wider stereo image. So this one is going right. Whoops. And here are the settings for that. Nothing in the dynamics tab, but here you go. For the cabs, I chose to go with this 4x12 rumble. It's a little bit different than what I normally use. I usually stick to this legacy 4x12 rumble, but something I've noticed when you start panning different cabs and amps, something that can happen is some imbalance of output levels. So I found two that work really well to just kind of balance things out. So here it is, set to ultra res, pan hard left, and factory 2. This is a 2x12 two-stone or two-rock cab with a 121 in front of it, set to ultra res. I did go ahead and throw in some low cut in there and just a tiny bit of high cut. And then I like to add a little bit of room. Usually I like to use a room mic IR, but just went and stuck with this for the time being. And then here's the reverb, South Church, set to ultra high res, 2.81 seconds. And then here's the setting right here for the mix. So let's go ahead and play the clean scene. And then let's switch to the neck pickup too. All right, time for the drive section. Let's go to the, well, let's do this. Let's start with the lower gain. I have the clone Chiron, the clone at the end of the signal chain to give it a little bit more level boost. So let's go ahead and start with that guy. Let's go to scene 2. That's what it is. So here it is, set kind of where John might have it. Obviously they're not going to be exactly the same. Found this particular drive to be a little more output, so I did turn the level down just a little bit. And same settings everywhere else. Let's go ahead and play a little bit. So it's pretty, I don't know, it's warm but bright at the same time. Really like it. I like how it works with the neck middle position. Let's go ahead and move on to scene 3, which is the tube screamer type. So here are the settings for that. Went in, changed the diode clipping. I think I even increased the bias just a tiny bit, just to give it more of a TS10 type of flavor to that. All right, so that's the tube screamer, and now let's go to the lead channel, and that's going and stacking both of them. I did turn up the threshold just a tiny bit on this scene, just to, because it's stacking drives. Oh, forgot to mention, in scene 2 with the clone. I did bring the level down just a little bit. Like I said, it's a little bit hotter drive than the others. All right, so the lead channel. Sorry for the flub, but something I wanted to try to replicate with this particular lead channel is compression but clarity at the same time. So what I mean by that is sometimes when you switch to the neck middle, kind of over compresses, so then you get kind of a bunch of mush. But I feel like with this one, you can hear a lot of the note dynamics. So let's go ahead and try a little bit of that. So on the neck middle. All right, so there you go. This is the gain staging that we have going, and you can obviously add a couple more features like the chorus. I have it set for kind of that last train home type of thing. And then for the delay, here's my delay settings. It's very, very subtle. You can probably boost it a little bit more. This is more set for like last train home ballad, but let's go ahead and play a little bit with the delay on as well. And let's go ahead and flip to that neck middle position as well. And then the last one, we're not going to show the tremolo, but let's go to scene 5, and this is the Qtron. Here are the settings. I did a video on this, so I'm just going to kind of page over and just show you the settings. I won't really talk about them, but here they are. We have a modifier here set to the envelope follower. Here are the settings for that. And then I have another envelope follower on the Q just to give it a little bit more bloom. And here are the settings. They're mainly right here. So let's go ahead and play a tiny bit of that. Everything's kind of clean. We're going to stay on the neck pickup. And And something else you can do is you could throw on a drive, so like a light drive. Let's see what this does. All right, there you have it. This is my new FM9 preset John Mayer dual amp setup. Oh, forgot to mention in the cab section, don't forget to do some hard panning left and right, just so you are following that stereo image. Since it's only one cab, don't forget to set the input to some left and right. And that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you like the tones. Let me know in the comment section how it worked for you. Make sure you dial in all the settings, and again, make sure it works for you. So like dial the amp level back if you need to, dial the gain back, whatever you need to do to make it work. But hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you later. Bye.